Hey, this is Nikki. Please like and subscribe. And hey, Facebook. Hey, friends. Today we're going to have a serious conversation, okay? We have a lot of people out here that is very, very sad and have low self-esteem, and they don't know their self-worth. And I was one of those people too, okay? You need to isolate yourself and start focusing on yourself. Make a list of all the things that you want to do in life, where you want to go, what you want to accomplish. You need to drown out all the noise. Anything that takes your energy, that brings confusion, that brings sadness. If you're in a relationship, but it's like you alone, it's like you're not in a relationship. It's like y'all guys are always fighting and arguing. I'm not going to tell you to walk away. I'm going to tell you to pray. I'm going to tell you, if you're married, go and get marriage counseling. Go speak to a pastor, or just go get counseling. Or have someone that is neutral, that will be able to listen to both parties. If you are dating someone and you feel like you want to pour that energy into that relationship, then I would tell you that you need to speak to the person that you're dating, and you need to express to them how you feel. But don't do it so much that you get exhausted, because they're not your fiance, they're not your wife, they're not your husband. You're dating, you're courting. And if it starts out in the like where you guys are like not understanding and you guys are just not on the same page, then take a break and just go get your thoughts together. Don't try to force something that is not meant for you. You may think the person that you with is for you, and they're not for you. And it's okay. Doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that person's a bad person. It just, y'all not compatible. Y'all grew out of the relationship. Like it's just not the same anymore. And it doesn't mean that you need to walk around here and beating yourself up or being angry. It just didn't work. And understand that. And understand that it's not your fault and it's not the person's fault. Now, you got some people that's cheating. That's different. I'm talking about when two people are just like not on the same page. If the counseling don't work, if the talking, trying to work things out don't work, then y'all need to separate. If it's toxic, separate, especially when it's kids involved. I don't care how much you love that person. I don't care how much you want to be with that person. If there's kids involved, walk away, because you don't want to give your children any kind of trauma. I know, I've been there and I've done that. And the kid's not going to tell you anything. It's when you alone or you're no longer with that person, they're going to sit down and they're going to tell you how they feel. Okay? So if counseling, getting someone that's neutral to listen to your conversation, it's not helping, then take a break. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that person's a bad person. And those that are married, pray, fast. Because I'm never going to tell someone just to walk away from your marriage. Pray, fast. See what God wants you to do. And when you pray and you ask God to show you or to show you or tell you what you need to do, you better be willing to accept his decision. Even though if it hurts you, even though you may not feel comfortable, and you may not want to, but you ask for his opinion, you ask for his help, you ask for his guidance, and you have to obey. Or you just going to be in that roller coaster. You're going to be in that hamster wheel going around in circles. So listen, and God will give you the answer. But during that time, take the time to love yourself, because mental health is very important. Don't let a relationship or a job or a friendship or even your family cause you where you are having a mental breakdown. You got to understand, you can't make everybody happy, and not everybody's going to like you. You're not going to be able to be that superhero to save the day. Sometimes you're going to need the saving. Sometimes you're going to need that hug. You're going to need that I love you. And if you're so busy trying to make everybody else happy that you forget about yourself, that's where depression comes in. That's where sadness comes in. And that's not good. And try to be as active as possible. Go out for a walk, go hang out with your friends, go get some fresh air. Do whatever you got to do to make sure that up here you don't lose it. And if you're in a relationship where you having a mental breakdown, that your mind is fogged, you're going around in circles, and you just don't have no clarity, then sorry to tell you, you probably might be with a, a vampire energy. How they say, those vampires that suck your energy. You probably might be with a whole demon, a whole Matthias, or a whole Jezebel. You know, you might be with, you know, is you. I mean, I just got to tell you like how it is. But take the time to love on yourself. And for those that are going through a time in your life that a lot of things are changing, you probably, not feeling good, probably lost some loved ones. Take some time to love on you. Take some time, and go to the park and sit down and talk to the Lord. Be outside with the nature and listen, see God's beauty, and He's going to show you what you need to do, and He's going to comfort you. All you need to do is ask the Lord to wrap His arm around you. If you're afraid, tell the Lord that you're afraid, and you're going to feel the presence of the Lord. And you're going to get you're going to get this like strength so that you can keep going and keep moving. But we have a lot of people out here that have a lot of mental issues, that have a lot of wounds, childhood wounds that they have not faced. They got inner demons that they have not faced. They've been like put it in the closet and say, okay, it's no big deal. But it is a big deal, because sometimes things that happen to you when you was a child, or things that happen to you when you was a teenager, it affects your relationship. And if you don't get the proper help, it's going to ruin your relationship. And it's also going to get you in a point where the people around you is not going to like you, because you're not facing your trauma, and you're not going to be good for anybody. You're not going to be good to be around anybody. So all those that are going through things in their life and going through depression or sadness or whatever you got going on in your life, I'm going to be here to tell you that it will get better. But you have to believe that it's going to get better. You have to believe that it's going to get better. And not only you have to believe it, you have to make the first step. Because if you're going to believe and have faith in yourself, you also have to make the first step. The action has to match. And you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid to be alone. You cannot be afraid to be alone, because if you're afraid of being alone, that means you're going to make yourself suffer more than what you need to suffer. You're going to tolerate certain jobs, career, relative. You're going to be stuck on them. And some relative, you just need to walk away from them. There is some relatives that no matter what you do, you never gonna make them happy. You may got that mother, you ain't gonna never make her happy. You may got that father, you never gonna make them happy. You may got a sister or brother, and they probably look at you like you the golden child, and you look at them like, no, you got everything. I didn't get everything. I was always the one, getting in trouble for you. But they for whatever reason, they don't like you or have respect for you. And you gotta walk away. And that goes for friends, and that goes for relationship. You can't make someone have respect for you. You have to have respect for yourself, and that's how people's going to have respect for you. And the first thing, when you have respect for yourself, you got to know when to walk away. And that was something that I had to understand, and that's something that I had to practice. You have to walk away. Even if it's a job, I don't care if you've been at the job for 20 years. If it's stressing you out, your blood pressure getting high, you got to walk away. I don't care if you've been in a relationship for 50 years. If within that 50 years, if you have lost yourself, if you feel like you in a relationship by yourself, you don't feel love in that relationship, it's always fighting and bickering, then you know what? Walk away. Walk away. Because I'm going to tell you that straight up. You end up stressing yourself out and killing yourself for a situation, and you're the one that's going to be gone. You're the one that's going to be stressed out. You're the one that's going to be angry. And then if you have a friend, and that friend is just using you every time they need somebody to talk to, or they want you to listen to their problems, but when you have a problem, you can't even tell them what you got going on, because before you can even say anything, they already pouring all they stuff at the table with you. They don't even bother to ask you how your day, how you doing, or anything. So that type of person, sometimes you need to cut them off too. You need to because a relationship is supposed to be like 50-50. And what I mean 50-50 emotionally, I show you love, you show me love. I care, you care. I have respect for you, you have respect for me. And one thing, if a person asks me what I want the most, I would rather have someone respect me than love me. Because if you respect me, you're going to know how to love me. If you respect me, you're going to know how to treat me. If you respect me, you're not going to lie to me. If you respect me, you're not going to cheat. If you respect me, you're not going to assassinate my character. You're not going to be going out telling lies. You're not going to be doing those things because you respect me. And so when someone don't respect you, friend, family, relative, and it's causing you mental health problems, walk away. You ain't going to be able to make that mama happy. You're not going to be able to make that daddy happy. You ain't going to be able to make that cousin, that auntie, your brother, your sister, the people at your job, church, pastor, deacon. You can't make them happy if they don't want to be happy. You can't put light in someone that does not have light. They are dark. Their heart is dark. The way they think is dark. How they move is dark. They like being miserable. They like being angry. I don't even, those type of people, I don't think they can even wake up in the morning and actually be happy with their whole heart. I really don't think those people can. And so don't drive yourself crazy trying to please them, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If they don't want to work on themselves, if they don't want to do the job, it's not going to work. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to waste so much time. You're going to give yourself mental problems. Your nerves going to be messed up. Your mind going to be racing in circles. And they in the corner over there laughing at you. They don't care. Family, friends, relative. You need something, they not even there to help you. But they got their hand out for you. That goes for anybody, relationship, anybody. Anybody. So take the time to love yourself. Take your time to have self-worth. Take your time to respect yourself. And also, my friend, learn how to walk away. Don't put yourself in a situation where you feel like you're bound. You're not bound. You're not a little child anymore. You can walk away. You're grown. Walk away. You don't have to tolerate nothing. Walk away. You don't have to carry anybody baggages. Walk away. They grown, you grown. If they don't respect you, walk away. Walk away. I don't care. I don't care if you got to work 2, 3 jobs. If they don't respect you, walk away. Start all over if you have to. Walk away. And there's plenty of healthy people out there. You just got to put yourself in the right place. But just like there is healthy people that won't love, there are also people out there that's miserable. They're dark. They go around where the people at that won't love and put themselves in the around those people, knowing that they ain't even healed. They know they broken. They not even ready to be around anybody. Those type of people need to be locked in a cage by themselves, because they do, while they're around healthy mind people and people that want to fix themselves and that wants to better themselves, they put themselves in other people's life and destroy them. They're monsters, and they give you mental problems. Family, relatives, co-workers, church members. That's what I'm saying. Just love on yourself. Just love on yourself. If you love yourself, you're going to know how to walk away. Love yourself. And if you don't know how to love yourself, pray and ask God, Lord, help me to have respect for myself. Help me to have boundaries. Help me to love on myself. Teach me, Lord. Show me how I need to love myself even more. Show me how you look at me. Show me how you love me. And once the Lord show you, you're going to learn to walk away. You ain't even finna argue. You're not going to fight. You're not going to do anything. You just finna walk away. Remember that. And love yourself. Have a great day. Bye.